Good afternoon, everyone. This was quite a very lengthy, introduction for me, but thank you. Let's kind of, cut down the time. And, we have started with a very good, point. There are three very good topics that actually, come up. One of them to start with was about, artificial intelligence or autonomous intelligence, whatever that, we can call it, artificial intelligence leading to, autonomous intelligence and all those kind of stuff, right? Then the second point that actually also kind of came up during the discussion was about, how do you kind of, secure? What is the type of security that you would need, the type of standards that the country is adopting, right? We do know that as far as globally, we see different types of what I can say standards, being adopted. The Western countries do have a very mature model. The other countries, are actually kind of building it up. In India also, we do have DPAP. We don't have any type of what I can say, standard, for AI. But hopefully, there is something in the works that I know since 23. It probably will get accepted, very soon. But people are at various stages, at a various level of maturity around AI. And then the second part was how do you kind of, secure? We talked about, SBOM, we talked about, all types of, bill of materials and all those kind of stuff. Essentially, how do you secure your existing software? Now, combining these two, I have a very simple, what I can say, point of view. AI is definitely going to be the talk of the town tomorrow. But how do we kind of ensure that we do regulate AI in a very responsible way? And there are about 5-6 points which essentially look to be very common sense, but those are the bare essentials by which we would be able to, what I can say, have a secure systems even in the age of AI, even 10 years from now. What is the first tenet? There should be absolute transparency and traceability and explainability of wherever the activity is happening, how AI is being deployed in software or in various aspects of life, right? Then the second point, after you have tracked, it should be accountable. And after being accountable, there is one very important point which most of the times, most of the governments actually miss it out. And I would say, what is the penalty for not doing the right thing? That needs to be very clearly defined. I have seen DPDP Act, right? It does not say if you don't do it, what happens? Anyways, that's my point of view. I hope nobody's recording it. AI should be safe. You shouldn't build something by which it becomes kind of, a rogue and it goes and destroys. Very important. And not the least, this topic was actually discussed before also. It should be fair. It should not bring in biases. It should not bring in biases against some political group or some, what you can say, gender or some, what I can say, age or something like that. It should be as fair as possible. Now, this is the topic which will be heavily, debated right across everywhere, but different countries will adopt it differently and then, they will kind of make it very different. It should be ethical. You cannot have something which is autonomous and it is not ethical. It needs to be, definitely ethical. And last but not the least, AI should enable continuous improvement. Lot many people actually tell me, hey, you know what, there is a system, and this is actually a true story. They've actually modeled the AI to translate from English to German. And at the end of the day, what they realized was the system actually knew how to translate from English to Chinese. And they didn't know how it did it. So it is a very, very big, problem, right? It needs to allow for continuous improvement, but you should definitely know for it, right? And last but not the least, I want to leave this thought, which essentially we will need to kind of, figure out how does it play out. We should ensure somehow that AI does not go rogue. As soon as AI goes rogue, it's a problem. It can go on its own because by definition it is autonomous. And the question is like, what if? We should never build a system which does not allow human intervention at any point of time. That is the core tenet. Anyways, I've taken a lot of your time with my not so rogue ideas, but that is what it is, right? The fundamental, of course, whether it is AI, whether it is bomb, all types of, certification, essentially, you need to know whether it is compliant or not. That is what, certification is meant. But let's look at, what are the fundamentals and what are the technologies which actually are today and which will be driving this, what I can say, future, the golden future of autonomous intelligence-led, world for tomorrow. So I have my global head of product management over here with me, Mr. Mike Hussain. Let me kind of invite Mr. Mike Hussain. Please give him a big round of applause. He's traveled all the way from an MIT grad. He's traveled all the way from Boston. So let me kind of, come here. He is one of the biggest drivers of inducting AI into, our product.
Let's give him a big round of applause,
I
everyone.
wouldn't call him a nerd, though he doesn't like that word, but, somehow, that is how it is. And then I would also request, Rahul Pandey, our technical, what I can say, manager over here, and Mr. Roman, to kind of, walk us through the nitty-gritties of what HCL brings to the table. So I would like to take your leave with my little bit of, point of view, and then let these gentlemen kind of, take it from here. Give them a big round of applause, and thank you so much.